like the idea behind Paddy Power was it was born out of necessity. So back in the 1980s, the betting tax in Ireland halved, and that made Ireland a very attractive market for UK bookmakers to come over. And at that time, Irish bookies were like, pretty dingy shops, a front room of someone's house nearly being with a curtain type of stuff, it wasn't quite that bad, but like, they weren't very salubrious. And when the English firms opened up, like so Carl and Mecca and I think Stanley Racing, and I think we're Ladbrokes there at that time as well, but they all opened shops, and those shops were like mega shops compared to the Irish ones. And my dad was one of them. The Irish books are kind of going, Jesus, we can't compete with this. And so John Corcoran, my dad, David Power and Stuart Kenny, the three of them got together and just said, listen, we need to basically pool our resources to set up an Irish brand to compete against the English lads. And we're playing on the patriotic idea, like lads are much for a bet with an Irish company, an English company and all this kind of stuff. So they used the Power name because it was well known since my great granddad back in the 1890s, and then Paddy literally just to be Irish. So I happen to be, I'm not named after a bookie, but it's a coincidence of names really.
Like going in shops for the last 3 or 4 weeks, everybody's talking about, I can't wait for Cheltenham, because all their customers are in at the same time. There's just that huge buzz, there's that excitement, and they pride themselves in sort of, giving that customer experience to customers, and just it's really easy to create that sort of great entertainment experience because the shops are busy, lots going on, everybody has an opinion, the excitement, it's Ireland v England, it's my favourite jockey, it's this, it's that, the opinions I've been expressing for the last 3 or 4 months in the shop to everybody else, and they've been rubbish them, and then the horse goes and wins, and I'm a superstar for half an hour to the next race. It's just great, so look, it's the biggest 4 days of the year and most enjoyable, and the excitement levels, they're at the fever pitch.
Going into Cheltenham, you talk to the bean counters. It's usually thanks to our department. The company doesn't really expect to make money this week. We'll expect to, like, obviously you might make money on the results might be go in your favour, but we'll have spent an awful lot in terms of free bets and marketing and extra place and all these. There's various things where we kind of that arose, like the margin that you'd make off the races. But so Cheltenham would be a week you'd go in hoping to break even over all that, and then hopefully you get people choose to bet Paddy Power rather than somebody else. You increase your customer numbers and increase your market share and things.
It's very important to us that our customers feel comfortable and that they are betting responsibly, and that our shop colleagues are educated to recognise any potential signs and have an intervention very early, so that we can prevent anybody coming to any harm. So that's very important. Yes, it is fun, it is interactive, it is about that experience, but it's also like it's got to be exciting, fun, but safe.